Where do institutions actually come from? Where do institutions actually come from? Or in other words, how do the rules, norms and expectations that shape firms and markets emerge in the first place? To make this concrete, let's use a simple example: sustainability reporting by companies. 20 years ago, only a few firms voluntarily published sustainability reports. Today, thousands do, and in many countries it has even become mandatory. How did this institution of sustainability reporting become so widespread? One explanation comes from rational public choice theory. The idea here is that institutions change when influential actors see it as being in their own best interest. In the case of sustainability reporting, governments and regulators saw benefits in requiring more transparency about firms' social and environmental impact. Better reporting helps them design policies and track progress on issues like climate change. Investors also demanded more data because it allowed them to assess long-term risks. For these actors, the benefits of pushing for institutional change outweighed the cost of introducing new rules or standards. Rules may also originate from those who are eventually regulated by them. For instance, firms that are ahead of their competitors may push for their practices to become the standard, making it harder for other firms to compete. Firms may also try to change rules if the current framework affects them very negatively. From this perspective, institutions emerge as the outcome of cost-benefit calculations by powerful players. Sustainability reporting became institutionalized because enough actors judged that the gains justified the efforts of making it a norm. But rational interests don't tell the whole story. Institutions also emerge through social processes, diffusion, imitation, and normative pressure. Regulators may look at each other for solutions to problems they both face, and as a result, institutions diffuse from one country or industry to another. Firms also face uncertainty in addressing new challenges and may copy what relevant competitors do. Sometimes it's better to follow the wrong decision of others rather than to try to outsmart them and fail. Consultants and industry associations may also be the source of standards imposed on companies. For example, because consultants use similar models to advise their different clients. In our example, some pioneering firms started publishing sustainability reporting long before they were required to do so. Other companies looked to these peers and began to copy the practice. Consultants, non-governmental organizations and professional associations also played a role. They published guidelines, organized workshops and created frameworks like the Global Reporting Initiative, GRI. These organizations acted as norm carriers, promoting the idea that responsible companies should engage in transparent reporting. In conclusion, where do institutions come from? The literature points us to two complementary explanations. Rational choice argues that actors push for institutional change when it serves their interest, when the expected benefits exceed the expected cost. Social arguments argue that institutions emerge through diffusion across peer networks and pressure from normative organizations.